Hey, check it out, folks. Look, if you want to know how to make one of these, and you'd already read the title, so you know we're making the chicken bacon ranch sandwich. Listen, if you're tired of that same old, you know, that fried, even though that fried chicken sandwich is good too, you guys can look right up there and just see when I did the copycat, you know, from Chick-fil-A, what, they got a few million views on it. Everybody said that was fire. Please try this one. Let's get it. So you guys can see it's a couple of little things that I'm using that I don't always use, and that'll be this right here, arugula. You guys always see me use different types of lettuces, you know, something like that. But this time I'm gonna be going with the arugula. Now, when it comes to this ranch right here, it'll be in the, when you go to the website, which is Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com, you'll see that I'll be able to put a link in here to how you guys make that. Obviously, we got, you know, this got bacon in it, right? So this is just my bacon. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and start frying that. And this is gonna be the star on this one right here. A lot of times you guys see me using boneless, skinless, you know, chicken thigh, right? Trust me, we gotta go back to, you know, using the breast. It seemed like I had kind of forgotten it, but if you're looking for something that's gonna be good, light, spring worthy, this right here is it for you. And then any type of bun that you guys wanna use. And I'm gonna show you a little trick about the buns too. Hey, with that being said, we got a few more ingredients that we're gonna be using. Don't forget the full ingredient list is on my website, SmokingandGrillingwithAB.com, and that's WITAB.com. Now let's go ahead and get this bacon going. It's already up to tip, as you can hear it, you know, sizzling. You guys let me know down in the comment section below, what type of bacon do you guys use? Do you like the thick cut, applewood, thick cut, thin, traditional? Just out of curiosity. You guys do your bacon like how you want to do it. I like my bacon a certain way. A lot of times I'll say crispy. I mean, if it's crispy, it's okay. But when I make it, you see how rubbery this is? I like my bacon like this, folks. You guys can come in there and take a look at that. That looks like good bacon to me. You tell me down in the comment section below, how do you do yours? One of the cool things about making bacon is you guys get to render some of that and save some of that bacon fat, right? So I'm gonna make a couple of more slices, you know what I mean, just because I had them out, but it depends on how many sandwiches you guys are making. And I always like to do this too. In between, I turn it off. See how hot that is? I like for it to cool down just a little bit. But this is what you wanna have. Look at that right there. This right here is like a little level up, right? This is Branch and Vine Uplands. Listen, this is their bacon sea salt. If you guys wanna know what I'll be using, that's it right there. You know, I use kosher salt all the time, you know what I mean? But when I'm looking for that little extra, you know, that extra flavor, that's when I get down and do it like that, right? So let me go ahead and continue to put some seasoning on here, flip it over, get back in here. You guys gotta try this. This is really truly a secret weapon. I'll get the ones in the back, you know, underneath the bottom. I'll get those in just a minute. But we wanna make sure we get a little flavor here. And the main part is, I know that I'm saying that, you know what I mean? Because when you do a chicken breast, you see how it be smooth on one side, but look at this side right here. This is the side you want to make sure you got all of your seasonings at and all the nooks and crannies underneath the bottom, right? You see that right there? See how when it's like this, it doesn't go? When you open it up, look at that. Okay, so if you guys come in, you can see, look at here. That's what, you know, 6 pieces of bacon, you know, the thick cut bacon, that's what it does. You know, it'll render out some, you can see it until that, you know, hardens up. What we wanna do is build this up. You know what I mean? I cook with it so often that I don't get a chance to let it really get back up to the top. So I got 3 jars going. All of them are super low. This one actually is the one that had the highest. I'm gonna see if I can't fill this up, you guys. Now, I'm gonna take this, bring that into play. I'm gonna set this back off to the side, get this out the way, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and use the same skillet that we had with all of the bacon flavor in there, right? And then listen, I got some garlic some garlic powder that we're gonna add on there just to give it a little bit of that garlicky taste to it too. Again, don't forget, it's spring, so you know, garlic, you know, things of that nature, you know, to get us feeling like it's light, and we use the breast. Just watch the end result. Okay, so look, now let me explain this part right here, what I'm doing, right? So listen, if you're looking at the chicken, it is gonna be a little trippy, but you gotta get a visual, you know. Look, the chicken breast is always thicker on one side, right? Meaning this end right here is more it's much, much thicker than it is down here. So in order for me to get this cooked thoroughly, I'm gonna have to cook this longer, which would dry out this part. Don't forget, we talking about chicken breast, right? Now, I got a piece of foil right here, you guys, don't fault me. I just found out that I don't have no saran wrap. I usually put that on the top, right? So I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna put this over here, just over the thick side. I'm gonna use the smooth side of my mallet, and then I'm just gonna hit it a couple times. You only need a couple. Maybe this one here, and that'll do it. This relatively gets everything about the same side. I don't want it super flat, you know what I mean? We'll just leave that off to the side. I'll put this over here so you guys can see. It kind of like just mashed in everything as far as my seasoning go, right? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing, especially with this one. This one's gonna take a minute because this one right here is super thick. All right, so we'll get on top of this one like this. This one right here, what if you get one that's too, thin like this? This one right here actually worked itself out. Then if you guys been following me for a minute, I like to brine everything anyway. But listen, this is gonna make a great sandwich. It's gonna be easy to make. We don't have to have no forethought about brining, right? And we can have something that's other than being just, fried. I don't know if I had said this earlier. One of the things is you wanna save a little bit of your bacon grease, in here, right? Now, I done got my fire back up. And then I'm gonna start on the smooth side, which would be, most of us call that the top side, of our breast, right? We're gonna save the bottom for later. We're gonna put that there. This could have been done in any time, right? But I'm gonna add a little bit more, especially to this bottom side right here, just a little bit. Trust me when I tell you, the flavor profile with that bacon salt and this, garlic salt, that garlic powder is fire. I don't know what's wrong with me. I should have said this part too. I don't want a whole lot of heat in here, right? I see it puffing just a little bit of the smoke. That's okay. Reason being, if it's too hot, you're gonna just color the bottom of it, right? And then it's not gonna cook. In order for us to get at least halfway, we gotta let it stay down that way. So presentation is gonna be really everything, right? So listen, we just wanna have like a medium heat. You know what I mean? Got that, if you need to add any more oil to it, you guys got any cooking oil, you can add that to it, but you should have saved enough. And don't forget, we still have, bacon fat to add to it. But this right here is going nice and perfect. Now, I don't know if you ever made salmon, you know how you can see at the bottom of the salmon how the heat rises? When it's rising like that, it's gonna do the same thing with this chicken. Once it get about halfway, that's when we make our flip. Remember, the heat is where you wanna control everything. All right, look, I flipped this one already, but look at the color. You can see how the bacon sea salt had the little pepper on there. That's what gives you that little darkness. Now we'll take this one, we'll take it, and we flip it over. But you see how it's coming out? And you can see how it started to cook and catch up with itself. You know what I mean? Eventually, if this would have looked real ugly, it'll cook itself through. But the objective is not for us to, lose any, moisture, right? We want to have 165, right? We really want 163 or something of that nature. Don't forget, this is breast. I'm gonna keep stressing that. It's not as forgiving as like the dark meat. Like when you're using the chicken thigh, man, you can go to 180 and it's still gonna be juicy. You go to 180 with these right here and you're gonna have a problem on your hands, folks. I'm just gonna keep it real. So listen, we're gonna go ahead and monitor it this way. Make sure that we got 163-ish, 2-ish. We take it off. Why? Because when we set it down and let it rest, it's gonna rise up a little bit anyway, and we wanna ensure that this breast is nice and still juicy. Won't be as juicy as it would have been if I would have went ahead and brined it, but it's still gonna be good. I'm gonna check these. Man, this one say 163. This was 162. And then back here where it's super soft, look, that one actually says 170. Now, if you look at this, you can see this is the thicker part, this is thin. What I wanna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off, and you can see that, look at that right there. And then we're gonna let it rest. I'm gonna just put it right here. Now this is the same board you guys saw me. I just went ahead and cleaned it and got it ready. Ooh wee, look at that right there. This right here, this is why you're gonna get all that flavor. Okay, so if you guys come in here, look, these have been resting for about 5 minutes, right? So if I lift this up, I'm sure when I lift it up, it should have some juices on the bottom of it. Cause it kind of like relax. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so now what we wanna do is we wanna just go ahead and cut these. Now, I'm gonna do it like this. I already toasted my bread, right? So if I put it like this, we wanna figure out how big are the slices. So it looked like we're gonna have to cut them in in an angle, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and take them like this, Then if you anything like me, you see this right here, you can always go ahead and dip, you know what I mean? Because this is a lot of your flavor too. Anything to come out of there, and you can see just how moist they are. I don't wanna pull this apart because we're gonna stack these, and make this sandwich. All right, so we got everything cut. It's over here and ready. You guys can cut these as thin or as thick as you like them. You know what I mean? Now I'm finna take this ranch, and don't forget this ranch, you guys wanna know how to make your own ranch, I got a recipe that's on my website, Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com, right? So I'm just taking a tablespoon, just spreading this along here like this. Listen, it is called a bacon ranch, chicken sandwich, right? So we got that there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this arugula. You guys won't have this sitting out like me. That's why I gotta dig down here on the bottom. Just having this sitting out the whole time, right? So we'll add some of this. Now you guys can put some more in there, but listen, I don't know. I'm a ranch lover. You know what I mean? So I do add a little bit of ranch here, even though I have it all over the buns. We just put it here because we want to be able to taste it. If some of you guys might want to add like tomato to it, this is where you customize it and make it like how you want it to be, right? I'm just controlling how much I put on there. I'm gonna take this and we're gonna put this right here over the top. If you don't do bacon, but as the title say, we gotta have that bacon, right? So let me go ahead and get another set of buns. Let's go ahead and dress that one up and let's put that bacon on there. All right, folks, look, here it is. Let me slide this one up out the way. You know what I'm saying? Even if it got bacon on it, got my name on it, right? So listen, I know some of you guys don't, so it's just as easy as just don't put no bacon on it, right? Don't forget the ingredient list and everything is gonna be on my website. Don't forget, I even put in there how you guys can make the same ranch that I made right there. And you know what? Let me give you a heads up. If you wanna go in there and hit the search button, look up that blackened ranch that I do. That one right there. All right, but listen, I'm not gonna ramble no more. As you can see, cheers, y'all. Almost dropped this. This right here is fire. Hold on. It ain't no need for me to clean up like that. I'm gonna hurry up and say what I gotta say so I can go ahead and knock this off. This is my lunch sandwich. Now, you guys let me know down in the comment section below. Do you guys ever use arugula? You know, talk to me and let me know what type of lettucey type, veggie that you would put on your here. I know some of you guys are gonna say tomatoes, but I really want to hear what else you can do to like level this up. But if you just give me a chance and just try it just like this, I promise you, just anything that you just about buy out there, this right here is gonna be the one. With that being said, let me know down in the comment section below. And now, if you're new to this channel, let me just take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking a mystery out of cooking. I'm gonna do it to y'all one more time. Cheers, y'all.